Hi, hello, welcome to my video or podcast maybe. This is going to be a video series on YouTube. My name is Maribel. If you don't know me, I am the co-founder of Creativa Design Studio. I am a branding and website design expert, and I work with women in business and service providers. This video, it has three main purposes, or two. One is that I am back in YouTube with this video. I haven't been making videos for a while now. I think the last one was November last year, so it's been a while. And I want to go back to it. I love doing my videos. But in this case, so this is the second reason, the second thing that I want to share with you. My next videos are going to be kind of a podcast sort of thing. It's not perfect, sorry, it's not. Yeah, it's just an idea I have in my mind. This will be a YouTube video, and it's going to be probably an audio podcast. But also I want to have some guests in the videos. These guests will be also women in business, and they're gonna be women of color as well. Why I'm gonna do this? Because I want to share not only their skills and what they do or who they work with or promoting their offerings. We will do, obviously, but I also want to share the stories behind these women, their backgrounds, where are they coming from, what they build a business, and all they share the struggles and the experiences that we've had. In all these years in business, I have found that I connected so deeply with women who are similar to me and the people that work with me. We're all women handling many things, raising a family and sharing responsibilities and trying to find our path as professionals. And we all share so many similar stories and struggles. So I want to highlight these women. I want to talk to them. There is no, as you can see, this is not scripted. I have not even a note what to talk about today, so bear with me. This is kind of an introduction of, yes, I'm coming back to my videos. This is going to be good. This is going to be a podcast probably. And yeah, I think done is better than perfect, right? So I just click record and here I am. So yeah, bear with me. The other thing that I wanted to share is that last week we celebrated 10 years in business at Creativa, at my agency. And I wrote a blog post, 10 lessons, the 10 main lessons that I learned during these 10 years of building and running a business. So because this is going to be my first episode, video, podcast, something, I want to share with you a little bit about me and how all this came to be. 10 years ago, with my friend Vera, we registered officially a business back in New Zealand. I used to live in New Zealand, now I'm in Dublin. And we didn't have any plans of growing an agency or building a team or anything like that. We just wanted to work in design because we were struggling to find a position back in Wellington where we lived. And there was always, we applied so many jobs and never getting not even an interview. So after a few years of having this struggle, we thought, what if we do something ourselves? And then this idea started getting some shape. We registered a business, actually by accident. We wanted to register just a partnership, but we ended up registering a business, and that's how Creativa was born. And we started, we had to learn everything. We didn't know anything about business or how was going to work, how to find clients, how to present ourselves. We have to start from scratch. And we did, and who we are. It's been 10 years, and things has been a roller coaster. We had great moments, and we have struggles, and I'm sure that if you're running a business and you've been here for a while, you will understand. Things has been, roller coaster. What else can I say? So I wrote this blog post with 10 lessons that I wanted to share. Let me go back a little bit. So we started this business. I am from Chile originally, but I lived in New Zealand for 13 years before I moved now to Dublin. My business partner, she's from Brazil. She lives still in New Zealand. So two migrant women, raising a family, trying to find a job in our field. Didn't happen. So here we are. I'm so happy that we did this. It wasn't easy at the beginning, but it's never super easy. But it's been such a journey. So very quickly, I want to share with you the main lessons that I learned in these 10 years in business. So the first one is steady grow is still grow. This is something that I struggled quite a bit during many, many years because I always felt that I was growing too slow. I wanted to go faster. I wanted to have the biggest clients. I wanted to sign the high profile projects. I wanted to make significant amount of money. But that didn't happen that way. The growth was very organic. It was very steady. We were growing, slowly. And usually I felt frustrated, impatient, maybe disappointed, and always feeling stuck, like I'm not growing fast enough. But the fact was that now that I can sit and look back and even look at the numbers, I can say that we actually grew steadily, maybe not big leaps, but we grew every year. We never miss a bill. We never miss our tax payments. We never had to ask for a loan to keep the business running, things like that. So now that I look back and I see that this growth was slow, quote unquote, I realized that it was the right way for me to grow because I didn't know anything about business and I was just learning how to do this. And if my business grew faster than I did, I would probably couldn't manage, handling something that it was too big for myself and would probably brought me to, maybe close the business or having to quit because I couldn't manage. So now I am grateful of that, of what happened and how the business grew. So the lesson I've learned here is that consistency is key. Yes, it was slow, but it was never a day that I stopped working on my business and on myself, growing as a businesswoman and every day thinking about how to make this business better. So it's that consistency and that drive that keep this little idea from the beginning thriving for 10 years. The lesson number 2 that I had was that to be adaptable and embrace change. And this is something that I don't struggle with because I've been changing and adapting for the last couple of decades of my life. I've changed countries and continents 3 times already with my family. I learned new languages. I created a business that I didn't have no idea how to do. So I am good with change. And actually what I feel is like it fuels me. It gives me, it motivates me to keep growing, to keep learning. And I'm a creative person. I feel like for me, doing different things and learning different things is actually really good for me as a person. And that helps my business grow as well because we adapted, we change things, we have no problems trying new things. So the lesson learned is that you have to be open to adapt and change. The only constant in life is change. There is a phrase. And that's certainly true for my life and for my business. So if that's a lesson that I can share with someone is just adapt. And also one of the mantras that I had all this time is done is better than perfect. Like this video, it's not perfect, it's not scripted, it's just me talking, just recording and talking to you. So looking back at how things had evolved and grown, and how my plans and my ideas from the beginning are so different to what it is now is testimony of the willingness and how keen I am to change and adapt. And that is being one of the key things of our success, I believe. So yeah, don't be afraid to change and adapt. The lesson number 2 is discover who your people are. So at the beginning, obviously, and it happens to everyone, I think, at the beginning of a business, you want to work with everyone and you accommodate everything that comes your way, even if that project or that client doesn't really align to you, your values, your personality, or your business. You just want to get the money. And I understand sometimes you have to do it, but if you want to keep growing your business, you have to find your people, who your people are. As I mentioned before, at the beginning, I wanted bigger clients, high profile projects, like big projects. But as the years pass, I realized that I work so much better with women like myself, women in business, service providers, also women of color. In this last year, I even connected with other women who are around the same age as me, and they are going through many perimenopause, things like that. When you connect deeper with your people, the mutual connection, the mutual support, it's so much deep and powerful that it motivates you even more to help one another and support one another. So that's the lesson learned here. Find your people, because not everyone is your ideal client or your ideal project, and that's fine. That's okay. The lesson number 4 is be yourself and build your brand. And I mentioned this because, well, I am a branding and website design expert, so I understand the value of branding. But we're talking here about personal brand, and it took me a little while to understand, or not understand, but realize that I have to make a switch on how I was promoting my business. I was promoting myself as well. Now, since last year, I started working more intentionally on my personal brand. If you don't know, everyone has a personal brand. You like it or not, we all have a personal brand. Your personal brand is the perception that people have of you. And they create the perception by the way, by looking at you and see you, the way you talk and the things that you share and the things that you like, etc. So it is a good idea to pay attention on how you present yourself. So I started last year making more strategic a decision of, especially with my social media, and my YouTube videos even. Okay, what I'm gonna share, how I'm gonna share it, what am I gonna say, and when, etc. Think about like a marketing branding plan for business, by applying it to yourself. So I started doing that last year, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer, I think, because this year I brought to my business some amazing clients and some amazing projects that connected with me before deciding that they wanted to work with Creativa. Because if they work with me, they work with my team, and they know that. So if you can take that lesson, work on your personal brand. And I know that many people feel very afraid but I don't want to share my stuff. I don't want to break my privacy. And let me tell you, there are ways to manage that. Okay. And actually, the first guest that I have in this series of YouTube is a messaging expert, Gabriel Gwyneth, and we talk actually about this. So stay tuned. Make sure that you listen or you watch that. So your personal brand is your most valuable assets. Okay. Like it or not, we have to put ourselves out there in order to bring people to our business. Yeah, you can choose not to do that, and that's totally fine. You will find your way. But make sure that you really grasp the idea of personal brand and how you can use it to grow your business. The lesson number 5 is to build your business your way. Okay, so from the beginning, obviously, I didn't know anything about business, so I started looking, for many years actually, not just the beginning. I was looking at other entrepreneurs, other successful entrepreneurs, trying to copy what they were doing so I could be successful like them, or trying to follow their formulas and trying to replicate their strategies and their method, but thinking that was the right way to do business. But the truth is that we are all different, and your business should reflect you, your vision, your values, your personality. And we become entrepreneurs because we want to have some sort of control over our lifestyle or over the services that we provide and the client that we want to work with. So build your business your own way. Now, there is nothing wrong to looking to other entrepreneurs and learning from them and taking things from their strategies or their ideas. There's nothing wrong with that. Take in consideration that it's your business and you have to build it in your own way. So, and the lesson learned is that success looks different for everyone. So for some people, growing a successful business will mean that they will have fake team and shiny offices and whatever. But for others, it will mean to have like a very small and manageable operation that provide a lot of flexibility and creative freedom. So decide what success means to you. Because at the end of the day, the beauty of entrepreneurship is this, that you have to build something that's unique to you. The lesson number 6 is to embrace the process, not the end goal. And I have to confess that this is something that I'm still working on. I'm still talking to my coach about this. Because as a business owner, I discovered how driven and ambitious I can be. So I always had like big goals in mind, which is great. I mean, you need to have some goals and milestones that you want to reach, but I was so focused on the big goal to that finish line that I forgot or I missed to celebrate the little victories or the little wins along the way. And that's not good because it takes the joy of the journey of entrepreneurship. So that's the lesson that I am still learning. Enjoy the process, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, because building a business can be messy, can be frustrating, overwhelming, but it's also in the day-to-day is where the magic happens, is where you build your business your own way, as we talked in the point before. So I'm still learning to embracing the journey and not to rush through to get to the finish line. Because to be honest, there is no finish line, right? You reach a milestone and then there is another one. So there is no finish line. The growth happens not just when you reach your destination, but in every step that you take along the way. The lesson number 7 is to delegate and trust others. And this is a very difficult thing to learn for, I guess, any entrepreneur, any business owner. But at some point, well, at the beginning, usually we start doing everything ourselves, right? And that makes sense. But there is a point where you have to start delegating, finding your people, your team, your support system. I started quite early on delegating, bringing just friends to help me with social media stuff. And then we found a copywriter to work on a few things, a few projects here and there. We also hired a studio assistant, and she's managing almost everything that is about admin, finances, which is great. And great for me. Yeah. But the other thing after delegating is to learn to trust when you delegate, because you don't want to be micromanaging people. But also you need to find good people, and that's not easy. That's something that I've been struggling to fill up some roles that I want to fill. But well, that's another story. But when you find your people, learn to delegate and trust that they're going to do a good job. Because it's really easy at the beginning to feel like if I do it myself, it's going to be quicker. If I do it myself, it's going to be better. But you might be surprised that other people might do things differently. And they can be better, actually. So be open and again, adapt to this change and learn to delegate and trust others. And the lesson here is just you need to build your support system. It's not just your team, it's your support system. Hiring the right help to allow you to focus in the areas that you truly shine. So in my case is I want to delegate as much as possible on the day-to-day stuff, and I'm working on that so I can focus on the business development and the marketing and the sales part of things, because I think that's where I can make a bigger impact on the growth of my business. Now, the lesson number 8 is stay true to your why and your mission. So in the day-to-day, doing all this stuff that we have to do as business owners, it's very easy to get caught up in the small things and forgetting your why. Your why is the reason why you started your business in the first place. It's your mission, is the deeper purpose that motivates you beyond the profits of your business. For me, for example, the purpose of Creativa, the mission of Creativa is started by empowering myself and my business partner so we could find the job that we wanted. So we didn't find it, so we created it. With time, when we started bringing more people, more ladies, that's another point. We only have ladies on the team, and we make sure that we provide these flexible opportunities to women who have very similar stories as ourselves. So they are also, most of them, they are migrant women. They are women of color. They are moms, so they are juggling, family and work. They can go back full time, or they don't want to go back full time because they prefer to have a different lifestyle. So when it comes to times of tough decisions or stress or worries or those times of what am I doing? Is this the right thing to do? I go back to my why, the mission that drives my business, and it just fills me up with motivation and that feeling of yes, we can keep coming. I really believe in this idea, and I'm gonna make it happen. We are gonna make it happen. So lesson learned: stay true to your why. Discover what your why is. Make sure that you have it very clear, and make it your guideline in your business, in your day-to-day, in your goals, in your values, etc. The lesson number 9 is make space for fun and stay creative. So I work on the creative industry. I'm a designer, but I believe that all business owners are creatives. And actually I think that everyone is creative in their own areas of expertise. So creativity is at the heart of what I do, right? And creativity thrives when you give them room to breathe. So it's really good it's very easy, again, as a business owner, to work hard, work long hours, work on the weekends or even in the evenings because you feel like I have to work hard to make this happen. But the truth is that you burn out. When you're tired, when you are doing so much and not give yourself time to relax and recharge, that's not going to be good not for you, nor for your business. So what you do here is totally up to you, what you like, what you love. In my case, for example, I love dancing and reading, watching TV, and lately I made a space in my life to roller skating, to do some coloring in. I bought some color pencils, and I build Lego with my husband. So you can see around there some Lego thing. That makes me just bring me back of thinking about work, thinking about business, and just relax and play and find joy in your life. And when you go back to work, you are recharged. Your mind is fresh and probably full of new ideas and new perspectives. The lesson learned here is creativity needs room to play. So don't be afraid to play. And the second guest that I'm planning to have in this series, I want to talk to her about this, the how important joy and play is for us entrepreneurs, business owners, and leaders. And the last lesson is look after yourself. And this is just so basic, I think, so important, but so many of us forget to do this. I love running my business. It can be, for me, it's incredibly rewarding, but it's also come with a fair share of stress, long hours, constant demands, etc. And a few years back, I decided, okay, I was so focused on the business, only on the business, that I forgot or neglected one important element, that it was actually myself. So I decided to get serious about looking after myself. I started working out, making sure that I was eating well and balanced diet, drinking more water, etc. Like, it started with small changes, and it makes such a difference in my life and in my day-to-day, in my work. Because the truth is that you can't pour from an empty cup. So I tried different things, and I discovered that I had better days, more effective days when I started my day with a workout and meditation. Even though I was never a morning person in my life, never. So that was a discovery. It was a surprise. But I found what I liked. I do weight training. I like to be alone in the gym, so I go very early. So those kind of things that you have to find the right balance for you. So when I started prioritizing my well-being, not only helped me feel better and look better, but also it helped me be more productive, more creative, and more focused on the long run. The lesson learned here is take care of yourself so you can take care of your business. All right? So find what thrives you, what motivates you. It could be whatever. It doesn't have to be a gym, doesn't have to be a sport. Maybe take long walks in the mornings or a midday, whatever works for you. By making the self-care a priority, you're not investing on yourself as a person, but you're also making a huge investment on your business and the growth of your business. So, yeah, in conclusion, looking back at the past 10 years, it made me realize the many lessons that I have learned. But these are, I think, the most important ones for me. And I'm incredibly grateful for every one of them. Building a business is not easy, but the journey has been so worth it for me. I just love what I do. And each challenge has pushed me to grow. Each success has reaffirmed the path that I took, and every lesson has shaped me into the businesswoman that I am today, and the woman I am today, basically. So if you are in your own journey, starting on a few years down the road, I hope this lesson helped you navigate these ups and downs, this roller coaster of a process of building a business. And remember, it's not just where you're going, it's about embracing the journey and learning from every step along the way. So, yeah, so that was what I want to share with you today. Thank you for staying here, for watching, or for listening. This is the first, again, of many episodes that I'm going to have in my YouTube or probably on my podcast. And see, this is not perfect, again, talking about that. And I'll have great guests in my interviews, so make sure you tune in, please subscribe, and if you want to reach out to me for any reason, to talk, to work, whatever, for questions, ideas for this episode, feel free to do so. And again, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.